Try this again. All right.
It's the book of Titus. Chapter 1 and 16.
Chapter 1, verse 14, 15, 16.
It's the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 14. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth unto the pure all things are pure.
See, and that's the thing, man. We're not giving heed to fables, man. A lot of our people, not even there, you know, they don't really have understanding like the Pharisees had, or anybody of the what was talked about of the you know, just the brethren that contended with the doctrine that Yahushua brought. They're not on that spiritual level, but nevertheless, there is a doctrine that our people believe in that cuts them off from having understanding concerning what we're doing in these last days. The understanding in which we come in our spirits, man. Our spirit is bringing true light to our people. Not something about money, not something about doing anything of the past to get us to where we need to be. Nothing of vanity, man. Okay? Everybody's speaking on our situation, but we have the truth. So read that again, verse 15.
Verse 15. Unto the pure, all things are pure. But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure.
That's right. They are defiled and unbelieving because their minds have been destroyed by the enemy. And I'm going to just go ahead and pull in between that. I'm going to go ahead and pull Ezekiel chapter 14. It says, in Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 2, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, these men have set up idols in their heart and put a stumbling block of iniquity before their face. Should I be inquired of at all by them? Therefore speak unto them and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, every man of the house of Israel that setteth up idols in his heart and putteth the stumbling block of iniquity before his face and cometh to the prophet, I the Lord will answer him that cometh according to the multitude of his idols. See there? And our people got idols in their heart. They learn from the wicked. They learn from the movings and going to and fro of the wicked, man, throughout this cruel habitation. And they seek to be like the wicked. And this is the issue that gets them and cuts them off from receiving words of understanding, words of the scriptures, man. So, Bobby Kushai, you can continue with that one.
And nothing is pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. Verse 16. They profess that they know Yahweh, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient unto every good work, reprobate.
Exactly. Disobedient to every good work and reprobate, man. And this is the issues that our people bring to the brothers that have understanding, man. This is how they subvert the hearers. This is how they bring up questions that doesn't benefit us, okay? Right now, the Most High gave us the spirit to understand and know. All right, and this is the things that we're bringing out in these last days. Okay, you got anything? So we gotta, you know, obey the Most High God and gather under this understanding. Okay, gather under this understanding.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, verse 11. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them. So it's woe unto them that rise up early to follow strong drink, man. They wake up early to follow the wickedness of America, right? Wake up early to follow the wickedness of the fables, right? Because strong drink is likened into wisdom, right? But not the right wisdom, right? To wicked wisdom. Wisdom on the left-hand side, right? Wisdom of Babylon, right? And wine, right? Same thing, right? It's philosophies, right? So woe unto you that wake up and you follow, you know, these brute philosophies, man. And you come up against the brethren, right? You come up against sound doctrine, right? And the ones that knew sound doctrine and departed, right? Woe unto you. That's it on that.
And then to add to what the brother brought out, Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 4, it says, the Lord have not given you an heart to perceive, and eyes to see, and ears to hear unto this day. Okay, so that doctrine was what the brother brought out. That strong drink like you said, that's the doctrine, the wicked doctrine of the enemy, man. Okay? Wicked doctrine that comes from those who are without, on the outside of this truth. All right? So the Lord didn't give you eyes to see, ears to hear. And it says in verse 5, and I have led you 40 years in the wilderness. Your clothes are not waxing old upon you, and thy shoe is not waxing old upon thy foot. Yet have not. It says, ye have not eaten bread, neither have ye drunk wine or strong drink, that ye might know that I am the Lord your power. So that strong drink, you're not supposed to go into those things concerning what? Other doctrines. Okay? You're supposed to be sober minded. Like if we go up in Titus as well, you know, kind of deals with that. I think it's either Titus 2 or chapter 2 or beginning of Titus 1 for the man. And yeah. So men are supposed to be standing out here in the last days for their people, man. Not sitting up here, sitting in their houses, doing whatever. Okay, being surfeiting, right? Okay.
Says,
to the men, yeah.
To be sober.
Okay, yeah.
Titus. The book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 6. Young men, likewise, exhort to be sober-minded, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, and doctrine showing incorruptness, gravity, and sincerity. Sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you.
Exactly. So you got to be an understanding. You have to be our young men. This is who the Lord is even talking to, man. Look, in Proverbs chapter 5 and verse 1, it says, my son, attend unto my wisdom and bow thine ear to my understanding. Not to the understanding of Babylon, not to understanding of people who do things that lead to death. Okay? These people do the most wicked things out here, man. The most abominable things that's against the scriptures. Man laying with man. And sleeping with beasts, even sleeping with animals. Okay, this is what these people do, man. They are lowly people. Why listen to them after you hearing the words of understanding from your brothers? You know what I mean? But they want to contend with us. They want to contend with us, and we the ones who out here bringing the truth in these last days. Okay, so stop trying to be like everybody else. Stop trying to hearken to the understanding of the wicked, of the heathen, man. The scriptures say, "Be not at all like unto them, liken unto them." Okay, it says that thou mayest regard discretion. Yeah, that's right. You got to have discretion out here. You got to know how to deal in this system of oppression. That's why it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 13. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 13. Okay, 9 verse 13. It says.
8.
Oh, that's 8. Okay. 9 verse 13. All right, it says, keep thee far from the man that hath the power to kill. So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest up on the battlements of the city. Right, so you have to have discretion while you up on the battlements of the city. And whose city is it? Well, the scriptures say the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. Scriptures say that we're going to be taken to these lands, lands that we never knew, right? So these lands belong to those to the wicked, all right? These lands belong to the wicked, and we're not supposed to come here to understand and follow in their ways, right? So you have to have discretion. You have to have discretion on how to move, because they control everything. Like it says in Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48, that we in want of all things from our enemies. So if we're in want of all things from our enemies, then, you know, we got to have discretion. We got to know how to move with wisdom out here. We got to know how to move with understanding, that we don't vex the Most High Spirit, that we don't vex our brethren that have understanding, and that we don't make our power to be angry with us. Okay, We gotta have understanding on how to deal, or the same situation gonna come on us day in and day out. So it says, and that thy lips may keep knowledge, for the lips of a, let's go ahead and go to verse 3. It says, for the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than the oil. And that's what we get happy at the words of the so-called white man. Hey, I'm gonna give you this money, or he show us all types of folly on his movies. Oh, you can eat pork. Hey, the woman can be above her husband. You know, he pushed all types of order out of our homes, man. Okay? But it's smooth, because we feel like we're getting some type of benefit from that thing. You know what I mean? Like the brother brought out some time ago, saying, actually, no, I was actually on a video. One of the brothers, Watchman Israel, said, man, if they had Hennessy over here, they'd be stopping, trying to come in here, yeah, free Hennessy. Yeah, you'd be coming to try to drink that. Salakia. Train to go up. Little Hispanic girl. Yeah, so, hey, I was waving at the little Issachar or Zebulonite, whatever. So, Northern King. I was waving at a child from the Northern Kingdom. Don't be saying I'm waving at white folks out here, Edomites out here. But yeah, man. So anyway, yeah, if we was out here giving Hennessy, Jacob be coming over here trying to hear it, trying to take some strong drink. So it says, the mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. And that's right. For the white man's riches is preserved darkness. Okay? For his riches, it I don't even know how to kind of line that up, but for his riches he has is darkness preserved for his riches, man. This place is coming down, as it says in Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. All right? Lord gonna tear this place down. You got something up?
It's the book of Proverbs chapter 6 verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So the commandment is a lamp, and the law is a light, man. For reproofs of instruction. What is being reproved, man? Reprove is being corrected, right? So it's perfect for correcting people out of a wicked path, man, out of darkness, right? So those that are in a wicked path are in darkness, and the commandment is the light which brings you out of that darkness.
Right.
So brothers got to accept that reprovement, man. Right. Reading on.
Hey sisters, come hear the word.
To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Right. So it's telling you, to keep you from the evil woman, man. From the flattery of a strange woman. That woman that is speaking about, once again, is speaking about doctrine, man. Right? To keep you from the strange woman, man. To keep you from the evil woman, from that strange doctrine, man. That strange, even though it may flatter you and tell you, hey, man, hey, that pork is good, man. We can eat pork, man. God said he created everything to be good, man. Man, he gave Peter that dream in Acts. Remember, he said that all beasts are clean to be eaten, man. Knowing that's not what it's talking about, man. That's talking about it being okay to go to the Northern Kingdom, right? So we got to understand, man, even though the words of the flattery of Babylon may seem good to us, man, that the commandments are the way to stay away from that. The commandments tell you can't eat pork, even though Babylon says you can't eat pork, right? The commandments tell you that you can't sleep around with different women, even though Babylon tell you can't sleep around with different women, right? And a woman can't sleep around with multiple men, right? Even though Babylon tells you can. The commandments tell you that there's order, man. Homes got to have order. Your woman cannot be ruling the household, man, right? So this is the way out of the darkness, man, right? And then we got Micah chapter 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction, right? So we got to arise and depart, man. We got to come out of the ways of Babylon, man. We got to come out of the philosophies of Babylon, right? The philosophies of Christianity, the philosophies of Islam, the philosophies of Egyptology, man. We got to come out of these wicked ways, man, and come back to the commandments. The law, statutes, commandments of the Most High God, man. These are the only ways out of darkness, man. The Lord is our light, man. And the light that he's given us is these law, statutes, and commandments in these last days, right? This is not your rest, man. It is polluted, man. Yeah. And it will destroy you with a sword destruction, man. To rest here, man, you're gonna be destroyed, man. Right? And that's what brothers and sisters want to do. They want to find rest here, man. They want to, man, hey, man, I'm trying to live good, man. I'm trying to live good out here, man. I'm just trying. That's all I want to do. I want to live good. And we seeking things. We seeking an incorruptible crown in these last days, man.
Come on.
Everything here is corrupted, as it is said in Micah, man.
And it ain't no. There's nothing to argue with that, man. But our people, that's all they want to do is embrace wickedness, embrace folly. So the scripture says in Proverbs chapter 7, verse 2, keep my commandments and live, okay? The commandments bring life to you. Like the brother was mentioning the foul foods, man. The brother was mentioning the foul ways of Babylon, man. Oh, you can mess with your brother's wife. You can do all this type of stuff, right? You know, this is what they teach to our people, amongst our people, man. And it says what? Keep the commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy king's woman. So that's right. Those are supposed to be the first things in your mind, okay? To obtain, man, knowledge, wisdom, according to the scripture, according to the commandment, right? So then it says what? This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 6. And if you can pull, let me get Malachi. I'm going to get Malachi as well, man. Malachi chapter 2 and verse 7, I believe. Let's read that first.
Book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth, for he is a messenger of the Lord of hosts.
That's right. So he's a messenger of the Most High, who created the heavens and the earth, man. Who created the heavens and the earth, who put us in this situation that we are in as a people, what you will find out if you listen to the brethren. So the priest's lips supposed to keep knowledge, wisdom. But, hey, you like listening to these wolves that steal your money, that's been sent out by the wicked one.